flow, but we started from the gutter. Shot it to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got ourselves made it to the top floor.
It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Broncos and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 5. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Oh, he's got a little dink. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Complete here. It's high. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's able to find Miller. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see? And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the...
Williams loses the football.
Here we go. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Finds a man with a crossing route. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fights him off. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Jones. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 31, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Brady now to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Back now in Tampa. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Down to about the 22 here.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Brady.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs
Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady now on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady going to throw here. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Grant sets to return it. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Denver. They'll look to throw now on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.